Representation matters, and I always tell my students that representation matters. Representation matters. When you see other people that look like you in positions of influence, it's meaningful. Number one, you have to sanitize your medication. Okay, so make sure that you grab enough alcohol to clean the tops off. My parents actually came here in the 80s, and they were fleeing from the civil war that was happening in El Salvador. They came into this country as refugees. They got refugee status, and then they eventually became U.S. citizens. Unfortunately, I grew up in an area that wasn't very diverse. I really stood out a lot amongst my, elementary school peers, my middle school peers, my high school peers. I graduated 2017. I started applying for jobs like normal people do out of college, and nothing was kind of coming out. And I was like getting kind of nervous because I was trying to plan a wedding and trying to get married, and there's just not a job. I applied to Barrett Elementary School, and then that's how I got into education. 4th and 5th grade really wasn't my jam. Kind of time went on, I found this opportunity with LAYCCA. It was kind of a perfect match. So LAYCCA is a public charter school that caters to 16 through 30 years old, and the goal is to make sure that students in the DC area have access to free education that prepares them for any type of technical career, whether it's IT or medical assisting, which is my program. And we also offer GED and English as a second language. My program specifically focuses on medical assistance. So it's about a 7 to 8 month program. They go through a wide range of skills like how to do an EKG, how to draw blood, what we call phlebotomy. So all of that is just one career. LAYCCA has a large Hispanic population. English isn't their first language, and so I'm able to kind of help them with their English simultaneously, as well as helping them understand the content that we're going through. No creo que salga.
Pero es que ya la tenía con
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna come out. It's okay. We can just keep going. In all Latino communities, I feel like people aren't just looking for someone like a countryman. They're looking for someone who speaks their language. And I feel like that's kind of what rings the best. Because I have a good group of Salvadoran students with me, but we have other students from Honduras, from Guatemala, from Colombia. I have a student who's Colombian. And we still can get along because we have that connection via our language and via our own struggles. Half of my students have families. Like, they have children of their own. They want something that's going to be paying them well and also giving them a good balance of life, not just work. This isn't just trying to be a medical assistant. This is someone's livelihood that they're trying to work for because they want better in their lives. Okay, you can grab another foam from another table and bring it over. And you can grab a medication too, because I only have 2 over here. I've had students mention to me that they can't afford rent. I just had recently a student say that his building was sold to somebody else, and so they had to move out because they weren't going to be able to stay there. And so that he had to move, and he was walking distance. I think within the last 2 years that I've been in LAYCCA, there's been multiple apartment complexes going up, and they go up in a matter of a year or months, really. The point of gentrification is to push people out that you don't want there. And I think that's kind of what is happening. We're pushing people out that the city feels that don't belong in the city, or that it doesn't fit certain groups of people's idea of what the city should be. I'm not white, and I grew up around a lot of white people, and it kind of gave me a sense of trying to fit in. That time influenced what I am now. I didn't have someone to be a role model. Now, as an educator, I can be someone like that to my students. I want all my students to feel like, not that just I'm this beacon of hope or something like that, but that they can truly be someone regardless of where they come from, regardless of their economic status or what because I've had economic status issues as well. I didn't come from a rich family. With this type of adult education that LAYCCA does, you see the changes like that, because I just had 6 students graduate my program, and I know they already have jobs. LAYCCA kind of offered that opportunity where I'm not just fulfilling what I want to do, which is teach, but I'm also making a big change in my immediate community. This is kind of what I pictured education to be from the beginning.